I love that so much of what you do, Jonathan, is just channel excitement. And when I think about like vocation and education, it's not generating tons of excitement as much as it's generating tons of fear for the rising
And
generation.
stress. Yeah. All these people are
So
stressed
much
out
stress.
in a time when there's like more opportunity than there's ever been. And that
Yes.
dichotomy drives me crazy, Casey. Like it keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Why? Why is everyone so stressed out? I mean, I remember when I was 18 thinking about what am I going to do for my whole life? I almost gave myself an ulcer just trying to think about like, I'm going to make a decision. I'm locked in. That's what I'm doing. But that was my experience. What are you seeing about how young people are navigating these discussions that's generating more fear than excitement?
Well, that's it. Like what you just said is one of the big reasons I was like almost flying out of my seat here. So I've seen this and observed this for now. It's probably longer than I want to think, like almost 30 years working in higher education, right? And so one of the things I observed right away was that well-meaning adults would tell young people two things that they meant in the best way possible. So if you said this, I'm not trying to stomp your toes, but I'm going to take some skin off anyhow. And so the first is, young man or young woman, just find a job that you're passionate about and you never have to work another day in your life. Okay, that is a pile of stinking garbage when it comes to advice, right? like that's because for a young person, that means the only way I can get a job that I love is if I race mountain bikes for a living. Or my favorite, I'd be in the middle of Iowa and some kid would want to major in marine biology and they hate math and they hate science. And I'd be like, why? And they're like, well, 'cause I want to get paid to swim with dolphins. Yeah, me too. I mean, if I got paid to swim with dolphins, I may not be on this podcast. And so like the point is like they equated fun with work. And they're like, okay, well, I only want to get paid for something that's fun. And look, I rode horses professionally for a period of time. And, there's a lot that's not fun. It looks really glorious. You get paid to ride horses. Mostly you get paid to fall off of horses and get bit by horses and get kicked by horses and muck a lot of stalls, right? I mean, like there's work involved in everything. And so first of all, there's a little bit of a kind of an illusion there. The second, and this is the one that I think is even more nefarious, is that we have this expectation. Well, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? And the kid hears that and they think, my goodness, I'm having a reasonably decent high school experience, but the tracks run out at 18 and I'm going to be sailing out over the canyon.
Yeah.
And if I don't have a parachute in the right color and the right design, I'm just going to crash and burn. And they think so like at 18, I need to know what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Look, that's never been, I mean, first of all, let's just pause. For most of history, you don't have to worry about what you do for the rest of your life because your life is going to be short. And you wanted to, and what you're going to do is try to not die, right? You're going to grow enough food, not starve, not get drafted by an army, not get raided, like all that kind of stuff. We live in a place where we can pick those things, but the idea that you take an 18-year-old and say, figure out what you do with the rest of your life, it's crazy from the start because the 18-year-old hasn't been around the sun many times. Everything's new to them. And so we spend a lot of time telling kids, hey, stop. First of all, we can teach you a formula for finding work that you love and it has nothing to do with stuff that's fun to do, right? And second, you don't have to know what you're going to do forever. You just need to know how to ask wise questions and figure out what to do next. And then if you're a person of faith, we tell people all the time, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? I'm trying to figure out what God's purpose is for my life. Matthew and Mark says what your purpose is. It's to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. You can start that right now. And you will do that for the rest of your life and then the rest of eternity. And what you do for a living is a part of that, but it's not the same as that. So, your vocation's already set for you. Now, what you do in terms of your day-to-day activity, that may change a good bit, and that's part of the fun and excitement of living.